If you have not seen Severance on Apple TV, this is another mind-boggling show that we have to discuss. No spoilers. Let's go.
What is it we actually do here?
So I'm pretty sure most of us have worked for corporate America. They want you to come to work with a clean slate. Whatever stuff you got going on stays outside of work, and they just want you to focus on the task at hand. They want you to leave all your problems at home. They don't care if your dog just died. They don't care if your car just flipped over and you don't have no way to work. They don't care if you lost an arm or a leg. They want you to come to work. They don't want you to be on the phone. Whatever issues you got going on internally, they don't care, because all they care about is the product or the job is being done. The reason why I bring all of this up is because that's kind of how this show is. When it comes to this TV show, there's a company called Lumen who pretty much erases their minds of their employees. Let me elaborate further. They put a chip in your brain that blocks everything that's outside of Lumen. So whatever issues you got at home, your personality, your memories, none of that comes with you when you step into the office. The chip in your brain separates your work life and your home life, okay? So when you step on those elevators in Lumen, they pretty much activate that chip. Your wife, your kids, your dog, any issues that you got going on is blocked. And the only thing that you can focus on is the job itself. Now, the show's terminology is innie and outie. So innie means that you're in the Lumen building. Outie means that you're outside of the Lumen building. And what's crazy is that chip is so powerful that you really do not know who you are when you step inside the building. You are literally a whole different person. Yes, you're still you, but it's a part of you. Because the way the chip is designed for you to just focus on your work. Of course, you got a personality and all of that, but the personality is different from the personality that you have outside of the work. If corporate America could do that to their employees, they would. Imagine if they can just be like, hey, we don't want to hear about your problems. That means that you're not on TikTok scrolling, you're not on YouTube scrolling, you're not even on your phone. Like, all you're doing is just sitting in front of a computer pushing numbers. Do you know how productive that is for corporate America? For employees to come in and just focus on their work. As soon as you leave the building, they deactivate the chip and now you're back to your regular self. So all your work employees and all of them, you don't even recognize them because they're all on that same chip. So that's what this show is about. But the main plot is, so you got 4 employees that's trying to uncover the company's secrets. But what makes the show interesting is every time they leave the building, they forget what the mission is. You can't even send your other self a message like, hey, they're torturing me in here, or quit the job, or whatever. You can't even do none of that because they got elevators that can detect all of that. They call it that note passing. You can't pass notes to yourself. All the secrets that you might come across stays inside of Lumen. And I know I'm saying this like, man, that kind of sounds scary. That kind of sounds like the mark of the beast. I don't want to go down that route because this is just a no spoiler review. Not saying that the show is related to that, but the show gets a perfect 10 because there's no other shows out there like this, especially when you can relate it to corporate America and everything like that. Good cinematography, perfect editing. The editing is so perfect, I can make a separate video just on that. The acting is good because these actors have to switch on and off with their personalities. Like I said, when you leave the building, you become your at-home self. When you enter the building, you are your work self. And your work self does not know your home self. And these actors are able to distinguish that very well. Even through facial expressions, you can tell that this is not the same person that we just saw a few seconds ago. What's even crazy about this show is one of the directors is Ben Stiller. He does a phenomenal job directing these actors because you would have never expected that. But hey, this is the guy that directed Tropic Thunder. And I'm not surprised. Dude is talented, okay? And when it comes to his direction on this TV show, it really shows how versatile he really is, because this is not a comedy. I know I probably came off like it was funny and all of that, but this is like a thriller, suspense, real serious type of show, and he does it very well. So if you are a Ben Stiller fan and you've been wondering where he's been at all this time, he's literally been behind the scenes directing this show, and I'm telling you, this show is off the chain. So for all those that have watched season 2 so far, usually I don't like to share my theories on TV shows unless they're finished, but I do have a theory for season 2. I feel like Helly is a double agent. The woman that came down the stairs got to be her outie because of how she reacted to Mark when he tried to hug her. It's a little small detail, but I noticed it. She was a little hesitant on hugging him as if she wasn't used to hugging him. It lets me know about the direction that they're taking with her character. So yeah, I feel like she's a double agent. I feel like that's her outie that's on the Severance floor. Now, I don't know if anybody has said anything online, but if you are watching this video, just know that I said it first, all right? We are only in episode 2, season 2. At the end of the season, we're gonna revisit this conversation in theory. So if you're looking for another mind-boggling series that's a perfect 10, check out Severance on Apple TV. You will not be disappointed. Until next time, y'all.